So let's talk about simple steps for creating a vision board that actually works, especially if you're trying to be focused and specific for creating a vision board for a goal or more. If we're just meeting, my name is April and I share different lifestyle tips in order to be more productive and successful. So if you're thinking about creating a vision board, the reason why they work is because as human beings, we think in pictures. So if you've created, a certain item, sharing or using the pictures of the goals of the things you want to accomplish in your life, and you have it in an area where you see often, this actually helps to propel you to achieve your dreams, with all things considered. So this is just something for me that I find to be really practical. It's not airy-fairy, but it helps. Also, in order to have your vision board work, you need to take actionable steps, right? So I'm going to be sharing at the end of this video some quick tips for you to take in order to create goals from your vision in order to see that they come to fruition. So to start with, you need to have a physical item that you're going to be creating your vision board on. Maybe a nice cartridge paper or board that you can stick things on easily. Maybe you want to do this online, creating a digital physical, if not physical, a digital vision board. Although I like to go more physical because I like arts and crafts. So creating the thing actually makes me feel more motivated. But you can do it online if you want. You can do it on Pinterest. But I'm not going to be going too much into that today. There are some experts that really suggest that you want to divide your vision board into different sections. And there are generally 7 areas of your life that you want to think about that you can create a vision for, things that you want to focus on. So these 7 areas are finances, spiritual, love and family, personal development, career, friends/social, or physical. These may be different for different people. Some people may even have 8 sections. It's up to you how you want to divide them. Just for you to just have the mindset that you may want to separate your vision board into different areas or sections. And I want to go into another tip if you want to be more focused. Maybe you'd like to create a vision board for 1 or 2 of these areas so that you're doing it quickly and it's more focused and you're really zooming in on something that you'd like to change. And if you're finding this video useful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up because it helps it to reach more people, which I would really appreciate. So thank you for that. Next step, for each of those different sections and areas, I would like you to think about what would you like to change, or what would you like to be changed in that area? What would you like to accomplish? What is it that you want? What is your dream? So write that down in a sentence or 2, and it doesn't even have to be specific. Just write down what comes to mind because later we're going to be making it more tangible further on. If you are a believer, invite God into this process as well so that you are partnering with Him also for His dreams for your life as well. A business coach of mine really encouraged us to use present tenses when we are writing the sentences. So you will say, I have more income, or I spend more time with my family. So use the present tense in order to feel as if you're really there. Think about it, envision it, and see it. The next area that I want you to go into, or the next step, is to actually think about what it would look like. So the things that you have just written, visualize them. What would that look like for you? And then you can find pictures in order to that matches greatly with what it is that you visualized in your brain. Because as I said, your brain thinks in pictures. While thinking in pictures, write down what you saw, write down how you felt, write down your senses in order to have more clarity as to what you saw when you are going to create this vision board. And then go online and try to find the images that best matches what it is that you saw, because you're making it more personal at this point, which really helps your vision board to work for you. So you can go online and using whatever website you want, maybe Snapper, or another creative website that has graphics that you can choose. Find what best lines up with what you saw in your vision, and then collect it and print it out. You can also use magazines, but I just don't think many people have magazines in their homes nowadays. But you can use that if you want, especially if you really like making collages and it's something you enjoy doing. But I would say go online and find the pictures. And next thing, and this is like the fun area, you're going to take the pictures that you found, cut them up, and paste them in a nice way on your vision board. If you want to go even further, maybe you want to purchase labels so that when you're cutting the pictures, they actually turn into stickers, which you can paste on your board. That's more fun. But do it however you like. Maybe you want to use pins, but paste the pictures on, and then place your vision board in a place that you see every day, right? Something that will just remind you what you want to accomplish and pushes you to do the things that will get you there. The reason why I like vision boards is that they're more of a reminder. Sometimes you're going throughout your days and you're just doing things day by day, mechanically, step by step, and we may lose a vision as to what we're trying to do. And you need to be reminded. You need to be reminded because you want to know, or you want to really think about or be intentional about what you're doing, and align your steps or what you do in order to get to where you want to be. And sometimes the vision may change, and that is fine, but at least you're starting somewhere. And maybe the timeline may be different. Maybe you thought it would happen in this time, but then it's really further on. That is fine too, because you don't control time, but at least you can control what you're going to do your best. You're going to do your best in order to get to where you want to be. So what I want to do right now is to go into how you can make your vision board even more practical and successful, so it works for you. Now, as I mentioned before, your vision board is like a starting point, but you need to be actionable. You need to take the steps in order to get there. So from the vision that you have created, now you need to create goals in order to get there. So I'm going to give you some quick tips in order to set goals using your vision board. The first thing I would say is that the vision that you have created, what do you need to do in order to get there? And there's actually research that says that you are 42% more likely to achieve your goal if you have written it down. So write down the goal that now coincides with the vision that you want to achieve. Go even further by breaking that goal down into steps. Another thing that you can do is put it on your calendar. Put the different goals down, especially the broken down steps, on your calendar, in order for you to actually see. So if you have like a yearly calendar, which I really suggest that you get, write the goals down and have different dates that you'll be doing different things in order to achieve, the goals that you want. And another thing I would really suggest is to reflect, right? And same business coach of mine said that sometimes we miss the progress because we haven't achieved the goals just yet, but we've been getting there. So set aside time that you want to be reflecting on the progress that you've been making in order to accomplish your goals. And this will actually motivate you to go further. It will lessen discouragement if you should feel that way. It will even just keep you accountable as to whether you are really putting in the effort that you should be in order to achieve your goals. Let me know in the comments below, do you like vision boards? Do you prefer them to be digital or physical? And any suggestions that you have, it will help me and others on this channel even more. So watch this video about the night routine I have in order to wake up at 5 a.m. the next morning, or every day actually. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.